Hello everybody, welcome to my channel called Bottlenose Cactus, Bottlenose Cactus, la la la, where we do everything art, everything science, and everything in between, plus a few things extra like our vocabulary videos. Today we are going to be making a pretty flower on my device using a stylus. Before we get started, I'd like to mention that I really hope you click like and subscribe and check out the description below for more social media information. So let's get started! The first step is to download the app. The app you're looking for, and the one I'm using, is called Autodesk SketchBook. And it has a pencil with a shadow as an icon. Okay, you got that? Great! Today, we are going to be tracing a picture with the app. So we need to import a picture with the square that has a plus sign. It's this one right there. I already did that, and I imported this picture. Yay! That I personally took outside using this same device. But you can just freehand it if that's what your heart desires to. Third step is layers. Now, if you've never used this before, you might be wondering, what are layers? I'll tell you what layers are, so don't worry. Let's say you're almost done with this picture. Almost done. And then boom, you finish. Let's just say this is finished. Then you head over to but then you make a mistake as you're adding some detail. Oh no, I made a mistake. I have to erase it. Uh-oh, you erased the picture. And even when you're done and you didn't miraculously somehow make a mistake, when you click to cut the picture, you cut your drawing. So that's why it is so important to have layers. In fact, it's super duper important to have layers. The fourth step is to pick your brush. You simply click on this icon up there and voila, you have your array of brushes. You need to create stars. This speckled brush I would recommend. You want to have a good, nice line. Copic Super Brush Nib is what you need. And if you don't want to spend all your time thinking, how would this look? You can simply go up here and see how they look. See, these are more backgrounds, but back to what we want for our flower. I'm going to use tattoo inker, but you on the other side can use any brush you want, okay? The fourth step is to pick your color. Now there are two ways you can do this. You can click the circle sign down here and you'll get an array of colors. If you don't want to do that and customize your color, you can do this. You can move this circle thing, you can move this circle thing, or you can move these bars. Lighter, not that much color, and not that. So let's say you wanted an almost transparent pink. Ta-da! You move this to have less color, you move this to have it lighter, and you move this for the color. So the first color I'm going to use is black. Then I'm going to switch to a really light pink. And then I'm going to go to regular pink for these little details. First, I'll need black for the outline. Start drawing after all that preparation. Remember, if you don't get it perfect, there are no mistakes in art. Of course, no mistakes in art. It doesn't have to be perfect with your tracing. If you get off to a good start, but then it ends up looking bad, don't rush to the undo button. It's totally fine and it's okay. Just one last line. Boom, we're done with the outline. Except we're done with the outline of the flower, and now it's time to add some leaves. And feel free to add any extra leaves that you might that might make it look better. I mean, come on, what'll look better? 2 leaves or 3 leaves? So we're almost done with these leaves. Just one more or 2 more there. Then a leaf right there. And then boom, done with the outline of the flower. Now we can hide this layer to see what it looks like so far. Looking good? Yippee! Not if it's not looking as if it's not looking as good as you want it to, go ahead and pause the video and change anything you don't like. But now it's time to start coloring it in. Now, if I wanted to make some changes before I add the color and make it even more finalized, I could always click undo if there's anything I don't like. See this little line here? Since it's a lot of undo from the leaves to get to that, I'll use eraser. Make sure your eraser is at a good setting so it doesn't end up erasing too much. See, I just need to erase that right there. Okay, just wanted to make sure because it was looking awfully white. And then I can click on my brush again, wrong brushes, and then I can redo the outline. See? It looks even better than before. Now I'm ready to make that changes. Oh, and if you want to make if you just want to undo the last thing you did, you can click up here and then poof, it'll be gone. And then you can do it as you want it to. Okay, so it's time to add some color. I like this brush because it's like a otherworldly color. Now it's time to add the color layer. So then I have to adjust my color since it's the inside of the flower. Do you think that looks good? I think it looks good. So I'm just gonna decorate those petals. I'm gonna try not to be outside the lines. If a mistake happens, remember your trusty undo arrow. So just try to get that. And then once you fill that in, it's time for detailing. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention this before. Whatever layer you've highlighted your drawing on. Let's say I'm highlighted on this one and I started drawing over here. I couldn't click on this one and go undo. Well, I can, but still, I wouldn't be able to have that included in the actual picture. So let's say I clicked on this one and I drew a little heart with this brush. But then I cut the layer. Oh no, where'd the heart go? See? Okay, so anyway, back to the detailing. So for detailing, like that line that goes through the petals, I'm going to use this very technical pen and I'm going to make it very light and a bit more gray. See? So then I just swipe through there and make a nice little line. Line up here, and a line down there, and a line over here, and then a line over here. And then I'll use my tattoo inker brush for one more thing. First, I'm gonna make it very bright. Like, very bright. And then I'm gonna add some detailing. I'm just gonna spot it like this. Go spot, 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 spot. If you don't have a stylist and you're using your fingers, I recommend using multiple fingers like this. Or apparently not, since that moves everything. So just go dot 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 dot. And when you think you have enough dots, here's what I would do. I'd click this, and then I'd use a slightly lighter color. Don't go too light. And then I kind of go over that, so it can make like a kind of detailed smudge, I like to call it. And then one last thing, I click my technical pen. I make it somewhat light, kind of in the middle. And then I make actually, no, scratch that. I'm gonna use my tattoo inker pen and make it black. And then I'm gonna make these little filaments for details. I should have done this in the beginning so it looked more realistic, but hey, everyone makes mistakes. And then I made those little things. I'm gonna make sure they all connect in the center, and perfect. And now with the color, I'll just make my brush a little smaller, and you can do this to any brush anytime in settings. I'll make it way lighter, and then I'll go over it with some color. Ta-da! Okay, so let's see how it looks without the picture. It looks pretty good, but oh no, we forgot to add color to the leaves. So again, I'll just click this, I'll click the color I want. I want to do kind of more of a sea greenish thing for this first one. I'm going to make it brighter. I see that's not blue enough to pass as a sea green kind of thing. I think that looks good. I'm just going to adjust it here. Yeah, I think that looks good. And then I'm going to take this vintage airbrush and I'm just going to kind of go over that right here. And then over here once. And then in this little leaf. And then in this big leaf. And then I want a more realistic green. So you got to keep it green. So I'm going to make it a little darker. And grayer so it looks more realistic. And I'm just gonna color in that some of the leaves so it looks realistic but not too cartoon. So it looks cartoony but not too cartoony. So kind of a balance. And then I'm gonna make it just a little. I'm gonna make it lighter and a bit more gray for any other leaves I might have. So I can make it something like this. So now let's see how it looks without the picture. Okay, now that everything inside the flower is finished, I want to make sure all my lines are connected. So that way, when I take this fill function and change it to the color I want, we're going to use a very light blue for this doesn't happen. Sometimes when my lines aren't connected, it goes through and there's like pink. It looks really bad. Since it didn't happen this time, I'll just go through with my tattoo inker, fill up some of those bad lines, make it look better. But then I realized, you know what? It just looks so bad right now. What do you think? So I'm gonna try to make sure what happened. I'm gonna try to see the problem. I'm gonna just try to make a few lines here, see how that works there. And then I'm gonna fill. Right here, got that smooth, clean edge right there. So I think I'm gonna try and trace it. It's not gonna be perfect, but it's better than having what I did before with big white gaps. So I'm almost done. So now that I've got the fill section, it looks way better, don't you think? So I'll just undo the fill function, and then I'll just color in whatever didn't get filled properly. So it looks, let's just say, better than it used to, because remember, there are no mistakes in art. Everything is unique. So I'm almost finished. And done. That looks semi-good, right? So, okay, in case you're wondering, this is how it looks with the picture. Way more fuller. This is how it looks without the outline. It looks like a blurry image, don't you think? This is how it looks without color. Way too bland. And then that's basically it. Oh, and if you want to know what it looks without the color, but with the outline, you saw that before. But this is how it looks with the color in this. It looks passable for a flower. But I just want these two things, so we're gonna hide that and we're gonna reveal that. So what do you think? What do you think? Now that I'm finished with my video, I'm gonna click up here with the rectangle with the 3 dots and the lines. I'm gonna click gallery and I'm gonna save current. I'm going to save either save current sketch or save current sketch as a copy. I'm going to tell you the difference between these two. If you've already sketched something and you've created some changes, but you like the way it looked before and with the changes, you can click save current sketch as a copy. Then you get both pictures with and without the changes. If you save current sketch, you don't get the one without changes. It just saves any change you make. We're gonna do save current sketch because before I just had that picture. See, how does it look? And I can revisit it anytime I want and create anything else I need. Ta-da! A heart. Of course. Ta-da! A heart! Yay! Or we could create a butterfly. make a butterfly. It's really simple to make a butterfly. Just 2 hearts on their sides and a body. Oh, and we can't forget antennas. Fill function. Color we want. Sliders we need. Fill. Ah! No connection! Fill. Yay! We have a butterfly! Then again, rectangle, gallery, save current sketch. Ta-da! Bye-bye, everybody.